Welcome to day 2 of the 4 essentials to creating a song. Yesterday we built your chords, and today we're gonna build the bass. The bass is the low end of your track, and the bass and drums together create the rhythm section. But what is a bass line? A bass line is simply the pattern of notes your bass plays. Now, sometimes the bass line could be one of the most iconic parts of your song. Think about this one. Do 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 do. Any guesses to what song that is? All right, so let's jump right into Logic Pro and create our bass line. So the first thing you want to do is find a bass sound that you like. I love using SynthGPT 2 because I can just type in a sound I want and it'll generate it. Check it out. When you're first learning how to create bass lines, something that you can do is actually take the root note from your chord progression. So everybody should have a chord progression that you created from day 1. This is mine. I just did the chord progression that I told you guys to make, which is 1, minor 6, major 4, major 5. This is what it sounds like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to get all of these bass notes highlighted. If they're not highlighted already, what you can do is press Command A to select all, then press Shift arrow key down just to select the root note or the lowest note, the bass note. So I'm going to press Command C to copy, and then I'm going to go over to this track and press Command V. Now what we want to do is we want to lower this an octave. So we're going to press Shift Option arrow key down. And this is what it sounds like. You could actually stop here, and that would be enough of a bass line. But if you want to level this up, the first thing I'd recommend doing is adding some rhythm. So I just like to do this quickly by just chopping up these notes. You can use the scissor tool. I have my scissor tool on the right mouse clicker, so I can just go through and just chop up some rhythms. Let's hear how that sounds. You can see how much of a difference the rhythms make alone. What if I chop it up like this? Right? So you can just decide whatever rhythm you like, whatever moves you. The next way that you can level up is by adding an octave. So really easy to do that is to just select the notes and press Shift Option arrow key up or arrow key down. Now you don't want the bass to sound too muddy, so sometimes if you bring it in too low of a register, it's just not going to sound good. Check it out. Kind of doesn't really sound good. So we can do it like that. And let's hear how that sounds. Another cool thing you can do is you can add some passing tones. So I can maybe even break this up some more. And a passing tone, you really don't have to overthink these. It's just basically some notes that are just like trickled in. And you could just trust your ear with this. We already have a solid foundation, so we really don't have to overthink it. Like, let's see. And kind of how we get one of those iconics like do 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 do. It's to kind of find something that really repeats. So let's see if we can create something like that. So we could do something like this. Or we can just mess around until we get something we like. Okay, something like this. So you can have fun creating bass lines like that. Just to recap, you start with the lowest note of the chords or the root note, copy and paste that into the bass line, lower it an octave, then you could decide what rhythm you want it to have, then you can try jumping around with different octaves, and then you could try adding passing tones. But another thing you can do, this is actually a fun little trick, you can copy and paste the bass note again from the chords, and I'm just going to duplicate this track, and now I'm going to paste it here. And this time, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to throw on an arpeggiator. And you can just kind of mess, if you want to first mess with the rhythm. And now you can mess with the octave range. You can also track out some of these presets. This one's kind of cool. So that's a super fun way to create your bass line. So your task for today is to create your bass line. By tomorrow, you should have your chords and bass line ready to go, and then I'm going to teach you how to create your drums. Your drums and bass are the backbone of the song, so I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.